Hey, this is Donna again with Restore Glory. Guys, thank you so much for stopping by my channel yet again. Yes, I do still have on the same outfit and the same look. I actually am going to plow through a couple of haul videos because they're just too amazing to put off. So I'm actually going to just plow through a couple of videos today just because I have the time. During the week, it's very difficult for me to do haul videos because I do have a full-time job which takes up lots of my time. And so I try to get these done on the weekends when I possibly have the time, when I have the time to do that is, and just crank them out when I can. So over the last couple of days, as I mentioned in my last video, guys, I have been hitting the thrift stores. It's been a very, very long time since I have gone to the thrift store and filled my cart. It's been a while. I think over the last couple of months, I may leave with a bag or two, but filling my cart has been a little bit of a challenge. But over the last week or so, I have been able to kind of sort of fill my cart. And it's been kind of amazing with these amazing items, right? And so I got to tell you just a quick aside. First of all, guys, if you like this type of content, please be sure to hit the subscribe button. And if you hit the bell notification, that when I do upload my haul videos, you guys will be notified. I mostly sell vintage hard goods and home decor goods, some antiques sometimes. But if you like that type of content, you like those type of hauls, please be sure to hit the subscribe button. It definitely does help me out. And again, as I mentioned in my previous videos, I am very grateful for the 611 subscribers that I have. Very grateful. But it helps with the analytics to let YouTube know that you like this type of content. So thank you so much. That's just a little quick plug, little commercial. So I just want to do that real quick. This particular haul is going to focus on mostly brass and wood. There are some other mid-century modern type of pieces that I'm including with this haul, but for the most part, it will focus on brass and wood. Now, because I am an avid follower of a ton of resellers, like my downtime, instead of like watching, I don't know, shows, which there are a couple of shows that I like, you know, I like regular TV, but I am obsessed with watching reseller haul videos, and resellers in particular, like Danny the Niche Lady, George the Antique Nomad. You know I love him, guys, seriously. I watch Tina with Gemini Deals Thrift. I watch Lavender Clothesline. Who else am I crazy about? There's a few new ones all about the thrift. Of course, D with Thrill of the Thrift, my girl D, of course. And so yeah, it's a ton of videos that I consistently watch all the time to see what they're picking up. I have learned so much from other resellers, and I see what they're picking up. I see what people are buying when they have live sales. I see and I follow them on their online platforms, whether it's eBay or Etsy. I see what people are buying, and that has taught me so much. So to that end, I've been following this reseller. I'm not remembering her name right now, but anyway, she definitely has an Etsy shop, a very popular Etsy shop, and she also has a brick and mortar. She has two brick and mortar booths somewhere. I want to say it's in Portland. I think it's in Portland. Anyway, one of the things that she said that is consistently selling for her on her Etsy shop and in her booths is vintage, mid-century modern wood and brass. It's like selling like hotcakes, right? And so I have been picking up wood. Like before, I didn't really pay attention to it. I guess I didn't. But now it seems like it's so available now. Either that or I'm just zeroed in because, you know, that's what I heard from her. But I have been finding a ton of, you know, wood wall art, wood pieces and figurines, as well as brass items. The brass items are coming to me like, oh my goodness, a ray of sunshine. And I have been picking them up, and I am totally loving it because the prices that I'm getting in the stores are relatively reasonable, and it is making me super duper happy, seriously, to pick these pieces up. So I'm gonna stop talking, and I'm gonna start with my first piece, which I literally almost passed up. And I'm so glad that I looked under this, it was like under a pad. It was in a, like a basket. And under the basket, in the basket was a pad, some type of, I don't know, pad. And I'm so glad that I looked under the pad because this is where I found this particular piece. It is a mid-century modern solid wood sleeping cat. Guys, isn't this adorable? Like, honestly, I know that this is going to appease a lot of people who love cats, who love wood items, who love that kind of sort of mid-century modern vibe. But this thing is in excellent, excellent condition. Here's the bottom, right? There is no maker's mark on it at all. I'm definitely going to use my, I have some wood restorer or whatever you call it that kind of spruces it up. He's a little dusty, so I got to spruce him up a little bit, but he's in overall good condition, guys. I absolutely am so happy that I looked underneath that cover or pad or whatever the heck it was and found him, right? So I don't know what that was about. I don't know if somebody was trying to hide him or I have no idea. But anyway, the whole basket and that cover was like $4 or something, $3.99 I think. And I found him and he is in great, great condition. And I'm so glad, I'm so glad that I found him because that was pretty cool. The next item I found at Goodwill just today, as a matter of fact, so I thought I would throw it in. It's a set of, I think these are considered monkey wood. It's a set of two pineapple-shaped dishes, right? So this one is it's a little bit bigger. This one is small, obviously. I think I paid $1.99 for this and 99 cents for this one. But aren't these cool? These are in excellent, excellent condition, as you can see, right? Excellent condition. I just love, love, love that. And these sell really well too, right? I love these. There's no maker's mark on the back, but these things are in great, great condition. I won't have to do too much with these, basically just clean them up a little bit, but for the most part, you see how beautiful they are? Beautiful. And I'm gonna sell these two together. All right, so that's that. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm gonna take a sip of my juice. All right, so the next item I want to show you. Now this was, how much was it? $3.99, I believe. Yeah, I think it was $3.99. It is a brass piece, and I have sold one of these before. As a matter of fact, I've sold a pair of these. As you can see, it has the Greek key around the edge of it, and you just set like a pillar candle on that, but it's completely solid brass. This little baby is really super duper heavy. It is in great condition. I'm not really sure exactly what's going on, why it's spinning. I'm gonna have to figure it out and tighten something up here. But this is super cool. I'm gonna clean it up definitely a bit. I think somebody had attempted to clean it up or polish it up. Leave it alone. If it's in good shape, just leave it alone. I think that some people try to clean and use some harsh chemicals on it, but I kind of sort of love the patina and love the way it looks, but I may have to shine this up just a little bit. But as you can see, whenever you have something that has intricate details, it tends to get down in there, and it's hard to get out unless you do a ton of scrubbing. But I think that I sold a pair of these, I don't know, probably like a couple of years ago, actually, and it did really well. I only have the single, but I thought this was super duper cool. And somebody can add that to their brass scape, if you will. So I totally love that. That's that. All right, the next item, I gotta show you these two. These were in a baggie, right? You know, the baggies along the wall. And I found two of them. They both say pocket change. These things are shiny brass, and they say pocket change. This one is obviously the bigger one, and this is the smaller one. The smaller one is actually made in India. It is solid brass, and it is heavy as all get out, honestly, for this little piece. This one is a little thin. And this one is made in Taiwan, but this one is made, the little one is made in India, and this one is definitely a little bit more solid and a little bit more heavier than this one. But I love the fact that both of these say pocket change. I totally love, love, love that. Love, love, love it. So more than likely what I'm gonna end up doing, guys, just for the sake of not having to create two separate listings, I'm gonna sell these two together, right? And the buyer can do whatever they like to do. Oh, it's beautiful. The sun is going down. The buyer can choose to use them as a, just as a decor, or, obviously it's practical and you can put change there. But I just think that these are, maybe you'll put your quarters here, your pennies here. I'm not really sure, but I'm gonna sell these two together. Isn't that cool? And these were in a baggie. So glad I looked at the baggies. Don't sleep on the baggies on the wall. You know, it takes some time to go through all the baggies. Like, Goodwill doesn't do baggies. I don't know why they don't do the bag. At least my Goodwill, they don't do the baggies. But the 2nd Avenue, they do the bags. They have a whole baggie wall. And every now and then, I have found some amazing stuff. I found some Mackenzie Childs on the baggie wall. So every now and then, it takes some time to go through them. And I usually hit the baggie wall, like, you know, for the last stop, if you will, before I actually go to check out. And I have found some amazing items, and that's what I found on the baggie wall. All right. Also on the baggie wall, I found this bowl. Now this was a little crusted, dusty. I think I just definitely need to clean up. There's some what do you call this? Candle wax here. This one is very heavy too. It's very, very heavy, but I just love the shape of this particular little trinket dish, right? Now this could very well be some patina on the inside. I'm pretty sure I can probably clean that up. But again, it's a cute little dish, cute little trinket dish, little brass dish. Again, this one is relatively heavy and solid, so I would likely just, you know, sell this one separately. But I'm telling you, brass is kicking. I'm telling you, I'm loving it. All right, that's that. Let's see. So let me show you some wood. This piece I found at the last minute. Now, I love Pottery Barn. Anything Pottery Barn, Crate and Barrel, Restoration Hardware. What's another one? Those are my top 3. Crate and Barrel, Pottery Barn, Restoration Hardware. I don't care what it is. If it's plates, if it's a keychain. I'm being silly, but most of the time, anything from Pottery Barn, Restoration Hardware, and Crate and Barrel, it sells for me. It definitely sells for me. And again, in the theme of picking up wood items, I decided to pick this one up because I love the fact that I just love the shape of it. Let me just show you the bottom, and the bottom has a Pottery Barn tag on it. I think you guys can see that. This was originally $29.50 wherever it was sold. I'm not really sure because that's torn off. It was originally $29.50, but I can easily use some of my wood restorer on this particular piece because it is in overall good condition. You can put this on a mantle, you can put it on a bookshelf and kind of sort of build up a scene, if you will. But this is solid, solid, solid wood, and it is in great, great condition. And I absolutely love, love, love this pedestal stand, if you will. So I absolutely love this Pottery Barn piece. I just have to clean it up a little bit and, you know, get it ready for prime time. That is, and get it photographed. All right, so that's that. Totally love it, actually. I'll put that baby here. All right, so the next item I'm going to show you, I'm going to call these mid-century modern. For the 2 of these, I think I paid, I want to say I paid $5.99 for a set of 2. These are definitely mid-century modern type of candle holders. Again, these are for pillar candles. You just stick them down on the inside. I don't think these babies were barely used because it's very, you know, you don't see any wax or anything. But once I cleaned them up, there are a few scratches and dings, as you can see. Obviously, you know, I understand that, you know, consistent with age and use, and maybe somebody packed them up with some scratchy things. But for the most part, these would look super cute in your mid-century modern home decor. The wood is very heavy, and you can definitely tell it's quality wood. Here's the bottom. I am not 100% sure that things are true. These 2 pieces are truly vintage, but nonetheless, they are vintage styled, and I think these would look super cool in your mid-century modern vintage home decor. I love, love, love these pieces. Love them, right? So that's that. All righty, now let's go back to some brass. So I got to tell you a quick story. So I was at 2nd Avenue, I don't know, last week sometime, and I happened to go on one of the aisles, and I am always happy to talk to people, and I'm not so focused on what I'm doing because all of it is just all fun. So sourcing and looking for items is fun for me. So if somebody says, hey, can I ask you a question? I'm always intrigued by people who, you know, want to ask questions and, you know, get my opinion about stuff. I don't know what they're going to ask me. Well, anyway, there was a lady at the store, I don't remember when it was, but anyway, she said, let me ask you a question. She said, I see the stuff in your cart, and I'm trying to get into the business of selling. I usually sell at booths and stuff like that, but I'm trying to start selling and look for items that super sell. She had a ton of stuff in her cart. And I mean like a ton of stuff. And so I was very happy to sit and have a happy in the aisle, that is, and have a conversation with her in the aisle and talk to her about my experience as a reseller. And, you know, I told her that I had been selling since 2018, late 2018, and some of the things that I have learned along the way, some of the things that I no longer pick up because it's just not selling. And I even share with her about the whole thing of, you know, how brass is hot and brass is selling or whatever. She had a ton of like teacups and a ton of glassware that for me, from my experience, just won't sell, or not won't sell, it will sell, but it takes a while to sell. So I just gave her some insights. I don't know if she took that information and did anything with it, but the reality of it is that, you know, when you're starting out as a reseller, you know, you don't know what you don't know, right? I know that I was completely green, and I was picking up everything. My husband's dismay, oh my God, when I first started reselling, guys, my house looked like a warehouse, and my husband was not happy. We have 2 bedrooms, yeah, and they were full of stuff, honestly, like literally full of stuff, and he was not happy at all. Not at all. He's like, Donna, you're turning our house into, like, you know, a junkie, you know, discombobulated. He didn't use the word discombobulated, but, you know, he was not happy at all. And that's when I first started reselling. It really was out of control. It was out of control. It was out of control, right? But I have learned since 2018 to pick and choose the items that I know sells, and pick and choose the items that I know that people are buying from my stores, and not to buy everything that I see. And also what helps me is watching other resellers and seeing the resellers that are consistently been on YouTube for like years, like Dee with the Thrill of the Thrift, and George the Antique Nomad, and Tina with Gemini eBay Sales and Lavender Clothes. Like all of these YouTube people who put out video, that is what I'm trying to say. They've been doing it for a long time. They've been doing it for a very long time. They kind of sort of know what they're doing a little bit. So I usually take clues from them, right? And if I see that they're the items that they're picking up, and particularly the items that they're selling, I'm going to take a clue. The next time when I go to the store, I'm going to do the same. I'm going to try to find those items. So having said all of that, one of the things, as I mentioned in my last video, I found a reseller that is selling a ton of brass and wood. And so I have been picking up a bunch of brass and wood. Now back to this lady that I was talking to in the store. She had a ton of brass candlesticks and once I told her that, you know, we ended up running into each other again, and she was very grateful. She's like, oh my goodness, Donna, thank you so much. And thank you so much for giving me some insights on, you know, what I should be picking up and what I should be looking for. She was very grateful. And she had a ton of brass items in her cart, which is cool. And in particular, she had these really cool vintage twisty candle holders that were tapered in various sizes. And I don't remember how much they were, but I told her that anything like that is definitely good to sell, right? So anyway, so like a couple of days after I, you know, talked to her, I went back to the thrift store, and a lot of the brass items were back on the shelf, right? I don't know what the heck happened, but they were like back on the shelf, right? So I didn't pick them up because, like I said, I had a ton of brass stuff, but I just thought it was completely odd that she could have changed her mind. Let me just put it that way. She could have easily have changed her mind and decided based on her budget and based on what she really wanted to sell. Maybe she decided that she didn't want to invest in brass, but there was a ton of brass that I saw in her cart that was actually back on the shelf. And so fast forward, I ran into her like a couple of days after that, and she told me that, you know, she had to think about it or whatever, and she was picking up the same items that she put back on the shelf. So I don't know. I don't know whether or not she took my word for it or she had to do a little bit more research. I don't really know, but all I know is that, again, she had a bunch of, you know, brass items in her cart, which is great. And I'm so glad that, you know, I didn't bother to get any of them because, like I said, I had plenty of brass items, and I'm so glad they were left on the shelf for her to resell. So I don't have a problem. Like, you know, unfortunately in the Maryland area, unfortunately, there are a lot of resellers, honestly, who are not friendly, who are very covetous, and some of them, quite honestly, are a little bit, what's the word I want to use? cutthroat. I can't think of another word. I'm going to just keep it straight up, 100. They're a little bit cutthroat, right? I know that there are a couple of resellers in Maryland who I see all the time in the stores. A couple of them are unscrupulous and they're crafty and cruddy, and you know, these are the ones that hide stuff and so that they can, you know, get them on the day when the color changes or whatever. These are the same ones that make side deals with the people in the store and, you know, and have them put things on the side for them. And I've seen it with I'm not making this up, guys. I'm telling you. I've been doing this for a very, very long time, and I've seen it, particularly in Maryland. Now, I've gone, because of my job allows me to travel across the United States, and I always save time to find, you know, vintage and antique stores, and I don't see that often. There are resellers outside of Maryland where they're friendly, they talk to you, and, you know, they're not like, you know, oh my God, like, if you have a conversation with them about stuff that's in their cart, they are happy to talk to you about their experience and talk to you about, you know, what they're picking up and what they're selling. And some of them sell online, and some of them actually have like booths, and they're happy to talk to you. But in Maryland, oh my God, guys, it is very few and far between. I can't tell you the number of conversations I have tried to have with other resellers, and they, you know, very short conversations. Now, again, I don't blame people. People are very focused. They go in the store. They want to focus on what they want to get. They don't have time to chit chat. I get it, right? But most resellers, like for me, because of my job, I love to talk. I love to share information. I love to learn. I love to share what I've learned over the last couple of years. So if anybody stops me and they want to, you know about something and, you know, find out about something, I'm happy to share my knowledge, the little bit that I have with anybody about the reselling business, right? So that was way too much information. You guys probably don't even care about. But if you are a reseller, don't be afraid to go out there and rip that Band-Aid off. And again, I would just implore you, if you are interested in reselling, start small. My goodness, start small. Find something you like. If you like wood, or if you like brass, or you like plush, or you like flowers, or you like toys, whatever, start with that, right? Just start with that. Just focus on that. Don't try to do everything and try to get everything like I was doing when I first started reselling. Just focus on that. Make that your niche, right? And if that's the thing that you like, just start with that, right? And please, I also implore you to look at other resellers. Go and do take some time, that is, to look at other resellers and see what they are hauling. A lot of them will take you along on their thrifting, which is great, and you can see what they're picking up and putting in their carts. A lot of them will also show their haul videos, so you can see close up what they have picked up. And then also, you know, go to their online sites, whether it's Etsy or eBay, Mercari or Poshmark or whatever, Facebook Marketplace, and see what's selling. And in that way, you can gain some insights on some of the things that you should probably be picking up. I hope that was helpful. All right, guys, so the next item, having said all of that, like I said, I picked up a ton of brass items, and I'll get back to the brass. But the next item I'm going to show you is a beautiful mid-century modern kind of sort of mesh tissue box, right? And I actually have sold one of these before, and it is in great, great condition, as you can see. I got to clean it up a little bit, but excuse me, for the most part, it is in great, great condition. Look at this little thing. Isn't it cute? So very, very cute. A little tissue box, right? Perfect for your vintage, you know, even mid-century modern home decor. I love this little piece. This was only $2.99. So, of course, I was going to pick it up. Ouch. And pick it up. So, I just thought this was another piece. So, if you guys see any of these mid-century modern looking tissue boxes, go ahead and pick them up. And also the Hollywood Regency ones too. They sell really well too. All right, so the next item I'm going to show you, let's go back to the wood. This is the final wood piece that I have. So these were, guys, did I see this when I was about to check out? I'm not remembering. Anyway, these two pieces are amazing. I kind of sort of think I sold this same set like when I first started reselling, and I think I sold this set for like almost $80. I think I did. Anyway, don't quote me. Anyway, this is a set of two mid-century modern wall art, right? The problem is that there's no place to hang these on the back. So whoever gets these, baby, if you want to hang them on the wall, you're definitely going to have to figure out how to put something on the back. I'm not sure exactly why they don't have anything to hang up, but in any event, maybe whoever had them maybe leaned them against something. I'm not really sure. They're a little dusty. I had to clean them up a little bit. But this particular mid-century modern piece sells really, really, really well. I think I paid $4.99 a piece for these. And they will, I know they will absolutely sell, but I love, love, love these pieces. I love, they're so detailed. There's a little bit of ding on his hair right there. And if you choose to touch it up, that's okay too, but it's not, it wouldn't take away from the overall aesthetics of this particular piece. And so this would be the male, and this would be the female. Isn't this beautiful? A few scratches and dings, but again, like I said, I'm going to treat them with some of my very, very good wood Restore, and they should be really, they should really pair well. So they are approximately, guys, if I had to think, these guys they got to be at least 18 inches tall. Aren't these amazing? So of course I was going to pick them up at $4.99 a piece, right? I'm not really sure again why they don't have anything to, you know, secure them if you want to hang them on the wall. But again, if you get them, you can certainly get whatever you need to get to hang them up on the wall. Isn't that awesome? All right, the next item I'm going to show you, this was another last minute purchase at Goodwill. I just thought it, now it's not brass, but it's very cute. I totally love it. It's a single bookend, and it says it's made in the Philippines. It's a single bookend that has a violin. I thought this was so amazing. So you can get this as it, what is that on the inside? Give this as a Christmas gift for somebody that's a musician, or, you know, or add it to your home decor if you love music. But I just thought this was so cool. It's very, very heavy too. I thought for sure I was going to be able to find the, you know, the match to it, but there was only one. There is nothing wrong with a single bookend on a shelf. Absolutely nothing wrong with this. And given the prominence of this particular, piece, I'm pretty sure it will display well on a bookshelf. It is beautiful. It is seriously, seriously beautiful. I love, 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 love this piece. Like, love it, right? So that's that. So the next item, I don't think it's vintage. I'm pretty sure that it's not vintage, but it's vintage styled. So I believe that the vintage piece of these, I think they sell really super well. So these, I think, are just reproductions, if you will. But nonetheless, they hang on the wall, and I just thought these were so cute for your mid-century modern home decor. These kind of sort of Starburst wall decor, if you will. And so you can either hang it this way, or you can hang it this way. Isn't that cool? Very porcupiney, but very cool, actually. I love that. All right, so that's that. All right, so back to the brass. So I actually think I have sold similar hares or rabbits before. It's a set of two. You know, it was so funny because I didn't realize they were both the posture of both, they were different, right? So this particular bunny hare is, he's actually standing up, right, with his long ears. I think this is a hare. Excuse me. And then this one is in a different position, right? So as you can tell, this is solid brass, right? There was a label on this one I was not able to salvage. I want to say that it said made in India, but I wasn't able to salvage. I think I saw like an eye when I was peeling it off, but yeah, these are two solid, very, very solid brass bunnies, and I'm going to obviously sell these as a pair. All right, here's the bottom. Aren't they adorable? Good grief, they're heavy. They're heavy. They gotta weigh at least 3 pounds each, easily. Hello. All right, so that's that. The next item, this was so funny because they were bringing out a cart. Give me 1 second, guys. My goodness. They were bringing out a cart. It was a fresh cart they were bringing out. And there was a lady, I'm 100% sure she was a reseller because her cart was full of stuff that I would pick up, you know, beautiful stuff. And like any reseller, if you see them bring out a fresh cart, what are you gonna do? You gonna go over there, you gonna look. So I happened to see this particular piece, like literally sticking up, like the back of, or the bottom of it was sticking up, and both of us was grabbing it at the same time. And so I said, "Oh, excuse me," and I grabbed it. I mean, I wasn't rude, I wasn't pushy, I wasn't, you know, mean about it. I said, "Oh, excuse me," and so I picked it up, and then she, you know, she went on and she picked up something else on the cart. But you know, first come, first serve. So anyway, I don't think it's antique or anything or vintage or anything like that, but the name that's on the back is Aterina, A-T-E-R-I-N-A, right? Absolutely love, love, love this intricate detail, but it is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful mirror, right? So you guys can see the mirror. I don't want to put it in the camera to show you the light. Look at the top of it. Isn't that amazing? I absolutely love it. And I picked it up. Hello. But I absolutely love it. Now, again, I don't think based on how it looks, I do not believe this thing is vintage, other than the fact that it's vintage styled, right? So, and it moves. As you can see, it swivels. You can turn it and put it whatever direction you want. I think that I've looked this up in my car, this Aterina, excuse me, and I want to say, I don't think I saw any solds. I have to go back and look. But I do believe the listed ones were hovering around $70, $80, just listed, right? So I'm not sure what the solds are going for. But isn't that gorgeous? Absolutely, absolutely love, love, love this. Oh my God. So we'll have to see exactly what this baby is going for. It's a mirror, obviously, you guys can see that. Sorry about that, but I love that jewel that's here. It's in great shape. I mean, it literally is in great shape. All right, so I found that. Put that baby right there. All right, the next items are heavy, but I'm gonna try to get them all. I'm gonna show you two of them together, and then I'm gonna put one of them down. So the next brass items that I found is a set of, that I know for a fact that these two sell really super duper well, because I have sold these like when I first started reselling. It's a set of two very solid brass pineapple, I'm gonna call them boxes. So one of them, I mean, they both open, as you can see, right? But these sell consistently very, very well. So I have two of them. Two of them, hello. Very heavy, people love them, they sell well. Trust me, they sell well, right? I'm gonna put that one down and just show you just the intricate details of the kind of sort of, I don't know, diamond pattern. And you know, this one is obviously a candle holder. It's got to clean it out a little bit. Obviously, there's some smush down in there, but I got to clean them out. And here's the bottom. But yeah, brass, I'm telling you, brass is hot. And the next item, this one is, I think I didn't find this on the same day. I mean, in fact, I know I didn't. I found this a couple of days afterward. But anyway, on the bottom it says solid brass made in India. To show you that. It's another candle holder, right? But this one is this one has a little holder where you can hold it or whatever. It definitely needs to be cleaned up a little bit. There's no wax residue there, which is great. I'm totally loving that. But this one is solid, 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 solid brass. And I'm so happy. I wonder if I should sell all these together, like as a set. Because they kind of sort of look like they might go together, huh? Once I clean them up, huh? I might sell these as a set. I wonder if I can get more buying. What would you guys, would you sell this as a set with the two pineapple ones? Or would you just sell this one separately? I would love your comments, love your feedback. Appreciate it. All right, so that's that. So the next item, I am absolutely, boy, it's getting dark. The next item I am so, like, seriously giddy about, right? Now, I paid up for two of these. I paid $7.99 a piece for these. These things are like, oh my God, they're so heavy. They are wall sconces. They are solid, solid brass, right? Look at the detail of these babies, right? And I have, excuse me one second. I have two of them, right? These babies are, oh my God, they're like little, you know, you can use them as weights. They're heavy, right? Now, I think my friend that I met in the aisle, I think she initially had these in her cart. This was a couple of days later. But anyway, I picked them up because when I look these babies up, they sell really, really, really well. These sconces, these solid brass sconces sell really well. So I took advantage and I put them in my cart because they sell really well. Look at that intricate detail of them. I don't really have to do too much to these at all. I'll clean them up a little bit, but I won't add anything to them, obviously. But these are in great, great condition. And I'm so glad. Again, I paid $16 for the set. But they sell really well. I want to say probably in the $80, $90 range. So yeah, I'm pretty happy about that. And I think that is it. That is all of my wood and brass. I think that's it. I really do. I think that is it. Alrighty, guys. Well, thank you so much. I thank you so much for stopping by my channel. Good. I kept this I'm a little over 30 minutes, but yeah, thank you so much, guys, for stopping by my channel. I really appreciate it. If there's anything that you guys see that I have not had an opportunity to get listed, please be sure to shoot me an email and say, hey, Donna, I got to have those brass hairs, or I got to have those brass pineapples. And this is, of course, if I cannot get these things listed in time, shoot me an email and I will send you an invoice and we'll go from there. So yeah, so thank you guys. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel. I have more. I have probably, let's see. I have one more haul video. And that one's probably going to be long because I don't want to stretch it out for any more videos after that. So that one's probably going to be long. So and then that'll be my final one that I'm going to do for the day, because I'm getting kind of tired. So thank you guys so much for stopping by my channel. Please be sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification so that when I do upload videos, you guys will be notified. And what is that daggone Donna up to? All right, guys. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel. I'll talk to you soon. Smooches.